Hello, and welcome to today's video in high altitude investing. I have no idea why I decided to start that out with a little bit of guitar playing, but there's no counter argument as why not to. So, let's get right into it here. Let me turn my mic volume down a bit. The levels are a little loud. Alright. So, today is going to be an altcoin and Bitcoin price overview. And we're going to be talking about specifically Monero. And that's because it's finally done with what we call a cooldown period. So, when it broke high, and we saw all of this volume that was traded in Monero, we see the peak here that it hit. And that peak was at 0.0. Still got my glasses on. Alright. That peak was at 0.02666665 Bitcoin. But anyways, after it hit that peak, it dropped off, hit this resistance level, came down, broke below that resistance level, tested this 50%, broke high, and then failed to break high after that, came clear down to its 38% right here, and failed to test that, came and zigzagged up and down right here, kind of leveled out, and finally to this 23% level, this 0.008. And this is a really, really good time to buy in on XMR. XMR is an incredible investment. It's 0.01029 Bitcoin right now as we speak. It's down 2.77% in the 24 hours, but its cooldown period is over and its run is not. So I'm expecting to see a $43, that is my estimate, XMR within the next few months. So this is one to really keep your eye on. Lots of profits to be made with XMR. Alright, so let's check out Ethereum. Now, Ethereum is doing another hard fork because of DDoS attacks that were happening on their server. And now this could lead to my whole conspiracy because I kind of think that the Ethereum, or the Ethereum hacker, the DAO hacker, is doing this on purpose because I'm sure he has the resources to. So he's doing this on purpose so that the prices of Ethereum and ETC level out so that he can dump all of his Ethereum Classic on the chain. But we'll see what happens there. Ethereum Classic and Ethereum is definitely two very interesting markets. They have a lot of available supply, so the scarcity concept is a little bit less applicable, so their value, I feel like they may be a little bit inflated in value at this point, just because there isn't enough technology that's using Ethereum yet for it to have a value stack of, 100 per Ethereum token, or whatever the case may be. But anyways, Ethereum is hard forking again because of DDoS attacks. This has caused a run up and then drop in value. Now, we could see it break below this level right here at 0.01793. If we do, that would be my signal as to Ethereum being a short sell as ETC climbs up, because there's just a lot of confusion in the Ethereum and Ethereum Classic markets in general right now because of all of the all of the hard forking and the community's getting mad. And you know how the internet is. The internet's savage. The internet's the wild, wild west. It really is. But anyways, so let's get on with XRP. Now, XRP is one of my favorite coins that I've been trading recently. It has this nice oscillation pattern, breakout, bottom formation, and lots of volume. So, I don't know a ton about the technology. I've read a little of the documentation on the website, but as far as like the coin itself, all I know is that it's supposed to connect banks in a way to use crypto technology, blockchain powered, but I'm not exactly sure. It basically has to do with banking and blockchain. So, it could have a lot of potential. I see that it's been downtrending for a long time, and that's a good sign. That means that it's probably going to bottom out and start gaining some value. It's got a lot of volume. It's number 2 in the 24-hour volume at 3,800 Bitcoin in volume, which is a lot of money. And then Ethereum is 400 in no 4,800 Bitcoin in 24-hour volume. Now, pink coin is a very cheap coin, and so the low Satoshi moves makes it a little bit harder to recognize breakout patterns. Still very profitable though if you know what you're doing, because you can just set your cells at, see all these guys that are setting their cells and their buys at just like a little bit and a little bit below. That's, that's just them setting up their buy and sell orders all along these little fluctuations and volatility. So there's a lot of money to be made in trading coins like this. This could be a breakout though, so I wanted to point it out because we might see some increase in volume here and an uptrend. So keep your eye on pink coin. I don't know if it's a good buy today. I still think the best buy today is XMR. Now let's look at Dash. Dash is up 3.88%, which is interesting because that's correlating with the XMR down 3% basically, almost. So that means that there's a lot of volume being traded against Dash in the XMR markets. And that means that we could see Dash lose some leverage against XMR, which would be another good reason for XMR to gain a lot of strength here and continue on this nice uptrend it started to form. So don't think that the Monero run is over. It's just barely begun. In fact, it's gonna get wild from here. I'll just put it that way. It's ready to take off. So now let's look at Factum. Factum is kind of an interesting one. We have 650 Bitcoin in 24-hour volume, but it's just been doing this strange oscillation pattern after it lost its strength at that double top here. Now this could just be some accumulation that it needs to do, and that would be my first guess. So it could be a good buy to start investing in Factum. Every time it gets cheap, buy up a little bit of Factum. I'd be buying in this 50% range, which is 0.0038 Bitcoin. That's what I would be making most of my Factum buys at, because that seems to be the strongest support and resistance level. So you have the safest bet to buy there. All right. that's honestly all of the cryptocurrencies that I wanted to talk about, except for Steam against the ETH market. Um, Steam against the ETH market, we could be finally seeing the inflation rate of Steam and the value loss of Ethereum start to bring some leverage up in this coin, and especially since it's actually used. So we'll see what happens. It's definitely one to keep your eye on for sure. Um, Now let's check out Bitcoin on the U.S. dollar here, because that's pretty interesting on Poloniex. I really love their charts. Um, if you see here, we just have a nice, beautiful uptrend. Boom. You know, came and just tested this 50%, finally broke high out of it, and came down and tested that 61%, proceeded to test that 50% one more time, and is gaining leverage and value right now. I think Bitcoin is a good buy. It's pretty cheap today. It's down, and I feel like it's gonna definitely increase significantly in value once it breaks this 61% level at $648. So as you can see, here's another Bitcoin chart that I have for you guys drawn up. Now this is back in 2012. We saw the first Bitcoin run that went, from $13 up to $256, dumped, made this nice pattern here, and then broke high, and then we got our halving. Bitcoin halved, and it mooned, and then downtrended for a few years. Generally downtrended. There were some good buy opportunities, and if you're intelligent short seller, you can make a lot of money off these type of drops in value, especially considering the fact that it's 1100 clear down to its low since then at 152. So that's pretty interesting to me. I'm gonna go ahead and draw up some or some horizontal lines here that I feel like are important to keep your eye on in the Bitcoin market. They're just really basic horizontal lines, but very important ones in my opinion. Alright, now let's zoom out here. Now I'm going to draw an uptrend line. Okay. So this is my general view on Bitcoin. Let me get to the 1 week here so that you can get a bigger view here. And zoom in just a little bit. Here's what I think Bitcoin's gonna do. I think Bitcoin's gonna break 1100 within the next few months. Now, I normally wouldn't say something that's that bold, but honestly, there's incredible potential in this technology. It has the most dominance out of the other currencies right now. It's the most used. It has the most community base, and I really feel like Bitcoin is going to take off quite significantly here. We can see a triangle pattern forming, which is good. We saw a triangle pattern forming here last time, and so I think we could see a nice a nice uptrend here in Bitcoin. Let me, come on. Wow. Yeah, we're gonna see a nice uptrend here in Bitcoin. It's gonna hit this support level at, I mean resistance level, excuse me, at 100 or 1,030 about. And when it hits that resistance level, then we're gonna see, so here I'll draw a line of what it's gonna do. This is just obviously rough estimates, you know. This isn't anything like too special. Okay, so, but this is what I really think it's gonna do. So I feel like before the end of 2017, it will hit this high right here. It will hit this high at $1,030, and then we could see it drop off and come retest this level due to the fact of altcoin technology regaining leverage. And then after that, I still see Bitcoin continuing on the nice uptrend that it's created for itself and breaking all-time highs that were unheard of. Now, that's just based on my calculations. This is all my opinion, subjective to your trading. There's risk involved in trading. Obviously, keep that in mind. But this is just my opinion of where these markets are going. And I wouldn't give you an opinion that I didn't think had some definite research, because I've been doing this for a long time and I have learned a lot along the way and made a lot of money along the way, and so I know how to work these markets and can see what's coming. somebody in one of my last videos commented and asked me if I had a time machine because 80% of my predictions were correct, and I was just like, no, I wish. I really do. Anyways, so basically one of the things that's pointing this out to me is the fact that we see a double top here in the altcoin market capitalization. So I think that most altcoins are going to downtrend for a little while, except for XMR, Bitcoin, and the battle of ETC and Ethereum is still going on. But we are going to see a nice run in Bitcoin very soon. So that's the one I'd be holding, trading, putting long positions on, and you know, all of that stuff. So let's just go back to normal old coin market cap here. We have a total market cap of $12,476,632,304. A 24-hour volume of 85,832,971. A Bitcoin dominance of 80.6%. Bitcoin's 24-hour change is 0.13 up. Ethereum 1.43 up. Ripple 5.67 up. Litecoin down 2.26. Ethereum Classic down 0.03%. Monero down 0.64%, Dash up 3.7%, Agor down 3.72%, Steam up 1.1%, MadeSafeCoin down 2.17%, New Economy Movement down 4.37%, Waves down 3.16%, Dogecoin up 4.45%, Factom up 5%, DigixDAO down 3.84%, Lisk up 1.84%, Stellar Lumens up 9.69%. And lastly, Adora down 7.93%. And those are the top market cap coins down to the 18th mark. So basically 24-hour volume, we see most of it in Ethereum, Ripple, Monero, Litecoin, Dash, Golden, Ethereum Classic, Digital Note, Factum, Lisk, MadeSafe, Agor, Tether, Stellar, and Game credits. As far as well, let's see here. As far as where the volume is actually going, we can look inside of our Bitcoin markets here, and most of it's coming through Ethereum against Bitcoin. So that means that Ethereum is losing strength against Bitcoin, or that Bitcoin is losing strength against Ethereum. It's only time will tell, but I think that Bitcoin's going to break high, and so Ethereum will probably lose its strength against it. We still have a little bit more time before we see the ginormous runs in the altcoin markets. Now, this has been kind of a long video and a little bit different. I'm still adjusting to my new apartment lifestyle, so I'm just, getting all of the equipment set up and lighting so that I continue with the professionality. I am releasing the part 2 of the beginner Bitcoin series tomorrow, and that will be how to set up a Poloniex account, buy your Bitcoin, send it over to Poloniex, and then once it's in Poloniex, invest in an altcoin in which you would like to choose. But I will point out one that I feel like will be a good source to put your money as an investment. Now, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and stay profitable. Today is 10/20 of 2016, and this is just my journal of the altcoin and cryptocurrency and Bitcoin markets and where I think they're going. Have a good day. Thank you for watching.